Good morning, friends. All my bonsai lovers, followers, please watch this video carefully. The plant in front of you is Operculicarya Decaryi. This is otherwise known as a Madagascar elephant tree. This grows very tall, big, and it has got a peculiar character. The bottom trunk will be little narrower and middle trunk will be very huge in diameter. Basically, these group of trees hold water in the trunk because they are partly xerophytes. They grow in dry, arid areas. Now you see, this is around 8-year-old plant, and I am just pruning the outside overgrowth. This is a upright formal bonsai, but you need to keep trimming them and reshaping them as per the season, as per the growth of the plant. This is all cleaning up. Remember the rules. The branches is growing straight away 90 degrees up and 90 degrees down. They have to be chopped off, or they need to be wired so that they change the direction. Top branches should be smaller in size and the basal branches should be larger in size, because to get a good conical shape, all upright formal bonsais need a kind of a conical shape so that plant looks very beautiful. You can see some of the wires are intact. I am going to remove them eventually, and you can use good scissors or any kind of a chopping bonsai tool. You can see the branches. Remember, between the branches there should be a free flow of air and light. The branches should grow on the trunk in an alternate manner. One left, one right, one left, one right. Branches should not be at the same level and should not be parallel to each other. And you can do the pruning, repotting also together, but normally when I do pruning, I don't do repotting same time. I am showing in a slow motion how the upright branches, when you cut the branches, don't cut from the complete base, leave a small piece of the branch, because you never know when you are going to use that branch. In case the mother branch dies, you can reshape the same branch into a new branch. This is actually a very beautiful specimen, which I got it from a local nursery just for $400. Because the nursery fellow said, "Sab, nobody knows this tree because it doesn't have good foliage, not many big flowers, no fragrance. It looks like a desert casuarina tree." So people didn't know that the value of this is a wonderful, valuable tree which you can grow into bonsai, and is going to live for hundreds of years. And the main trunk becomes very stout, and it is kind of a tuberous shape. In the middle it will be stouter, on the top and bottom will be slightly narrower. Some bonsai growers, they pot the plant more deeper into the pot to avoid that narrow portion, but I don't like that, because you must also enjoy the natural style of the tree. So my dear friends, some small tiny branches you may also think to reserve. Should we use now? Should we cut now? And don't compromise on cutting too many branches on the lower side. You can do deep pruning on the top branches because it will help in your conical shape. Operculicarya Decaryi is a wonderful plant. We do have a similar plant in Andhra. We call them Gemmi. Gemmi tree is basically the trees where mythologically Pandavas put their all weapons inside the tree trunk when they went on disguising in Aranyavasa. So the trunk becomes bigger and bigger, and the inside the trunk becomes more hollow. You must have seen in Hyderabad, Golconda, there is baobab tree, which is also similar tree, similar to that family. Okay, these tall branches, I just cut them, and some of them are normally growing in a wrong directions also you cut. There should be a clear flow of air, flow of light between the branches. Your hand should pass through the branches from one side to the other. So I am showing in slow motion. So your scissors should be very sharp. It should not injure the tissue of the branch. You should cut sharp. Normally we don't need to put a bonsai pruning paste because these are very thinner branches, and these plants have a tendency to close their cuts very fast, and you don't have to really worry like some other species. Yeah, I love this plant because it has a beautiful straight upright trunk and narrowing on the top, wider in the base, and it has a branches all around the trunk, and you can see the front side of the bonsai. If you decide one odd branch, you can compromise and remove it so that the plant looks very beautiful. I am just rotating the tree. Just see how nice branches these are. There are some more branches which is growing down. Some they are growing again down. Some are growing up. So you have to keep on watching. Decision depends upon your experience, which branch to prune, which one to leave, which to compromise, which you may retain. This all depends on your experience. Keep pruning your plant. Don't worry. Sometimes accidentally you may cut an important branch. Nothing will happen. Trees will grow. So while learning, everything is possible. So I have just separated these 3-4 branches by clearing them. You can see the spaces between the branches is very nice, and end result after pruning, your bonsai has got upright, formal, beautiful shape. Hope you enjoyed my video.